What if we could foresee every cyber threat and stop it before it starts? Threat modeling and vulnerability assessments, these aren't just buzzwords, they're proactive strategies to defend against threats in a digital world where every system is a potential target. Is prediction or prevention more powerful? Cybersecurity experts often debate, is predicting attacks more effective than fortifying defenses against potential weaknesses? Let's dive into this debate by exploring threat modeling and vulnerability assessments to see how they work individually and, more importantly, how they work together. Here's the core of the debate. Threat modeling is all about predicting potential attack paths before they happen, like anticipating moves in a chess game. But vulnerability assessments dig into your existing defenses to find weaknesses that could be exploited. Which approach would you bet on? Threat modeling, the art of prediction. First up, threat modeling. Think of it as our cyber crystal ball. If you can foresee an attack, you can prepare for it. But how exactly does threat modeling work? Threat modeling begins with understanding what's at risk. Let's say you're a healthcare provider protecting patient data. Your assets might be the databases containing sensitive information. But the threats, they could range from ransomware to data theft by insider threats. Threat modeling can involve techniques like data flow diagrams to map where data travels, stride to categorize threats, and attack trees to visualize possible attack paths. These methods let us dive deep into every point in a system where an attacker could potentially strike. It's a complex process, but think of the advantage. If you can predict a threat, you can design a defense before it becomes a problem. Vulnerability assessments, strengthening every weak spot. But here's the other side. Predicting attacks is valuable, yet it doesn't cover weaknesses already lurking in your system. That's where vulnerability assessments come in. Unlike threat modeling, this process doesn't ask, what if? Instead, it asks, what vulnerabilities do we have right now? A vulnerability assessment identifies and addresses the actual weaknesses in your system, like unpatched software or misconfigured firewalls. It starts by defining the scope of the assessment. Which systems are we testing? What's the level of exposure? With tools like Nessus and Qualys, the assessment scans for known vulnerabilities. But it doesn't stop there. We also conduct manual testing and, in many cases, penetration testing, which simulates an actual attack to reveal any weaknesses automated tools miss. While these two methods seem to serve different purposes, they're actually stronger together. By predicting potential threats and addressing existing vulnerabilities, organizations create a nearly impenetrable defense. But it's a continuous effort. Imagine a critical infrastructure system that predicts potential attacks targeting its operations with threat modeling. Meanwhile, it conducts vulnerability assessments to confirm it has no weak spots. Together, these strategies give the organization a double layer of protection. But here's a question. If you had to choose just one method, which would it be? Many top organizations are already leveraging this dual approach. Take IBM, for instance. They use threat modeling to predict and preemptively address ransomware attacks. Meanwhile, they conduct regular vulnerability assessments across the global infrastructure to ensure no weakness goes unchecked. IBM isn't alone. From the Department of Defense to healthcare providers, leading organizations are finding that by blending threat modeling and vulnerability assessments, they create a proactive and resilient defense strategy. It's about predicting possible threats and then making sure there are no hidden cracks where an attack could sneak through. Latest in threat modeling includes the MITRE ATT and CK for cloud, a version of the renowned ATT and CK framework tailored for cloud security, a space where threats evolve daily. And on the vulnerability side, new AI-powered vulnerability management tools help companies analyze threats faster, with fewer false positives. These cutting-edge tools are reshaping the field. With AI analyzing risks and the MITRE framework enhancing our ability to predict cloud-based threats, cybersecurity professionals have more powerful resources than ever. But these tools only work if we stay ahead of the attackers. The moment we become complacent, they're waiting to take advantage. In the end, cybersecurity isn't about choosing between threat modeling or vulnerability assessments. It's about using both. By predicting potential attack vectors and systematically identifying weaknesses, we're building digital environments that are not only secure but resilient. So, what do you think? Is prediction the ultimate defense, or does fortifying your weaknesses give you a better shot? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, like our videos, and stay tuned for more insights that will help you stay ahead in the world of cybersecurity.